Silence. That's all I can think of right now in the start of the stream. Let's wait for people to join in. बोले भी तो बोले क्या, वही हो गया है. बोले भी तो बोले क्या. I don't think I've been ever quiet on this stream for the first 5 seconds. I didn't know what to start off with. गुस्सा आ रहा है अंदर से, वेंट करूँ इसलिए 1 घंटा डिले किया. Don't want to aimlessly rant, just vent, rant about, say stupid things, try to be logical. क्या, I just don't know. Like, रेड कार्ड के बारे में ऑब्वियसली बात करेंगे. विल टॉक अबाउट द रेड कार्ड, विल टॉक अबाउट व्हाटएवर इज हैपनिंग. रेड कार्ड शुड फॉर मी, आई टॉक अबाउट लेटर यार. रेड कार्ड के पहले let me know in the comments what you generally thought about tell me what you generally thought about the match. I mean, obviously it was crap, levels of crap. मालूम है, एक छोड़ दो कि क्या है कि नहीं. Genuinely tell me, before the red card performance, ठीक है, before the red card first half का performance क्या लगा? In the level of bad to shit to dog shit to under 6 feet under, how bad was that first half performance? How bad was that first half performance? How could you play a game of football Old Trafford pe so poorly, so much without purpose, without desire? Okay, just without purpose and without desire. Like there was nothing in this first half. These guys don't even, manager pe to aayenge only. Manager obviously has set this team up very poorly. The manager has not done a good enough job. We will talk Ten Hag. Don't think I'm not going off Ten Hag. I'm 100% going on Ten Hag. It's a big top 4 match. And I'll get, मुझे ये player के बारे में जो बात करें, player के बारे का, I want to remove the player topic very fast. Then move on to the manager. Bro, how can you not keep possession? You're professional football players. आप professional football players हो. मैंने इतना गंदा परफॉर्मेंस आई थिंक लुई वैन के टाइम में या मोयस के टाइम में मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है. इतना गंदा फर्स्ट हाफ परफॉर्मेंस. Not able to keep the ball. Forget about stringing passes together. Not able to hold on to the ball. You are overwhelmed by a team whose high line is so high that League One teams don't get through them. And you couldn't get one ball through the high line. One ball. You couldn't take one ball past their high line. That's how high they were playing at our fucking halfway line. Their center back has run straight through you. Tactics ke baare mein we'll come to. Trust me, we'll come to the tactics. 100% whatever the team is tired, second half I agree with. How, as a professional football team in the Premier League, do you concede a goal the way you conceded a Brennan Johnson goal? How can a player run straight? He didn't even cut left, right. He didn't even take players on and push the ball. He ran straight down the line and put the ball across. Mazraoui out of position, taken out. Dalot completely out of position, taken out. Dalot cannot play on the left. I know there's been emergency. It's not Dalot's fault. I'm not putting Dalot on the bus. Dalot cannot play on the left. Okay? Dalot nahi khel sakta left pe. Cannot play. How have you let a fucking player run through you straight? How? Please tell me how. Which professional straight football side, how could you allow this? Yes, Joshua, exactly same like 20. Forget कि आपने allow किया. आपने एक हफ्ते में at home 2 बार allow किया है. I can't get past whatever your setup is very poorly. Manager instructions, the lost in translation, substitutions, right? This is the first 2 minutes of the match, 3 minutes of the match. This is on the players. Ugarte was not there. Ugarte had a shit match completely. He was running headless chicken. Mine was running around headless chicken. Got injured. That's even worse. I mean, like, dude, how can you let a player, let alone their centre back? Yes, he is known for this. I spoke to a Tottenham fan, right? Alok, I meet him often. We do chats with him often. I told him I really envy that you're Van der Veen, the kind of player it is. You cannot still let that guy at Old Trafford run straight from fucking his box right outside his box, not in his box, to your box byline, going off the pitch and cutting a ball in. Come on, yaar. Like, you can say what you want about the manager, but bro, as players, what are you doing there? Mazraoui out of position. You are trying to play Tottenham's game against Tottenham. Let's assume that was a tactic because मुझे मालूम नहीं tactic क्या था. Honestly, today I think the tactic was, and I think I know what it was, but it's clearly suicide. It was high line versus high line. It was taking your high line versus Tottenham's high line, trying to beat them at it. For that, like we had discussed with Sunil, right? The Sunil and I discussed this. You cannot start Kobe Mainu then. Then you need to have Casemiro and Ugarte. You saw after Casemiro came on in 10 men, he had so much of an effect. He was at the edge of the box. He was driving purpose. Because he was playing alongside Ugarte. Ugarte अपना काम नहीं कर रहा था बराबर से. But he still had Ugarte sweeping behind him. So Casemiro could progress the ball more. So we're going to discuss this. Why is it evident to fan? We are a fan channel. Fan channels think we know better. Fans think we know better, right? Why was Mainu starting today? It's not that Mainu is bad, but Mainu or Bruno should not have started today. Or Xerxes. We clearly discussed that is not what is going to work. They played with Bentancur only. We discussed this. They have one player at holding. They'll bombard us with attacking players. Take two players who can defensively shore up our midfield, and one can progress the ball. Very simple tactic. Yet we've freaking gone from Highline versus Highline. जो कल हमने देखा ना, Brighton versus Chelsea. Is that the level we're reducing to? I'm not saying Chelsea is bad. Chelsea is clearly better than us. So is Brighton, by the way. Brighton beat us. Chelsea beat us last year. But then, are we not trying to put up suddenly? What I don't know what the tactic was. It was just crazy. Sham team progress told. What happened to ball progression suddenly? Have we abandoned ball progression? आप मुझे ये बोल रहे हो कि टॉटनहम ने इतना अच्छा खेला कि हमारा बॉल प्रोग्रेशन पॉसिबल नहीं था? Bullshit. Our players were headless chickens. They didn't know what to do only. They gave up. They shut shop instantly after that first goal. Headless chickens, bro. Like, no balls on them, half of them. Really, like. And now, by the way, this is not an old signing. This is where you start coming to the manager now. I'm getting there. I'm like, I don't know if I'm there or getting there. That's why I took an hour. In the lineup today, you have Ugarte. You have Delight. You have Martinez. You have Onana. You have Mazraoui. ठीक है? These players, ये जो players है, 5 in the lineup are Ten Hag players. Progress, he has got Garnacho from the academy, Mainu from the academy, but I will not blame Garnacho and Mainu or manager for that. That is below belt, like that's below the belt, right? Mason Mount came on, number 6, his signing. Okay, signing made in his time. He's been injured. But आप मुझे नहीं बोल सकते हो कि over 2 seasons, despite his injury, you do not know how to treat these players when they're fit. Right? Now the excuse that it is not his team is old. Right? Casemiro, number 7. What are we talking about? We have played football on Wednesday night. Tottenham played Thursday. They played 10 men for 90 minutes almost, for 85 minutes. Heung-min Son, unka captain. Heung-min Son was the captain. He's not available. He was exhausted. Agar jo Heung-min Son rehta na left pe over Timo Werner, we would have lost 7-0. Son would have taken those chances against Onana. Son would have put that ball better, not behind Solanke when they were 2-0 already up. Boss, Heung-min Son is not there. The best, one of their leading scorer, captain of whatever, the senior most player is not there. And you let this team with one holding midfielder run past you. I'm telling you, I'll come to tactics, but as a player, आप क्या कर रहे हो? On paper, pound for pound, you are better midfield, right? You're a better midfield. Wingers on form, Sunil and I discussed. Brennan Johnson, Kulusevski, way better in form. Son, if Son was there. Timo Werner, I guarantee you Rashford is better than Timo Werner on any day of his form. Rashford, what was he? He was marked out. What was he doing? After that first initial run, Rashford is done. Bhai, matlab, yeah, end of the day, buck stops the manager. Manager ka galti hai. Whatever happens, he's going to get sacked, not sacked, whatever it is. But as players, don't you think the players have some responsibility to try? All the fight we saw in second half was after 2-0 down, they tried. What was that? What was that attempt? Kya karna? What was that? What was, as a player, don't you show up? Don't you feel like at Old Trafford, it's a home match? It's not like we haven't done this before in the past on the other managers. Okay, we've been down to 10 men, you've taken a draw. Itna bhi nahi kar sakte. We can't fight that much. Really, really terrible, man. Like, really, really terrible. Abhi main comments leta hu yaar. Just, I'm putting this up in the banner. I'm going to come through everyone's comments. And then I'll talk about Ten Hag and the red card. Yes, pathetic red card. I don't want this, but yeah. Couldn't string 2 passes together. Performance rated -3. Correct. I'm telling you, Werner nahi hota, and it was Heung-min Son would have been 3-0 in the first half only game before the red card. I'm telling you, the red card had nothing to do with our performance in the first half. The red card was cherry on the top for a shit to shittier performance. Yeah, this is where something I can argue, but this again was hypothetical. We should have taken a draw at 1-0 going into halftime. Yes, we could have come and taken a draw. I do believe that because, yeah, but I mean, the team looks very tired every time they play a football match. Yeah, Mazraoui and Dalot thak gaye the. Mazraoui and Dalot were done. They're finished, but what are we rotating with? The backup for Mazraoui is Dalot was playing on the left-hand side. I mean, it was like Spurs was playing any conference team. Yeah, I agree. First half was like we were a pop team. Causes our counter and then turns into a counter again. Karthik, we can't blame him for that goal. I read that lot of insults about him on that first goal. I blame kind of that misunderstanding between him and Garnacho. If Rashford lost the ball on the counter in our half, outside our box, okay, a very poor touch, I take it. He's ran through the three midfielders. They got confused, Garnacho and him, so Van der Ven intercepted. But from the time Van der Ven intercepted, at least four of our players could have stopped him easily or taken a yellow card, and they didn't. Rashford is allowed to lose. Rashford, Garnacho, Xerxes are allowed to lose the ball where they lost the ball. Bhai. Wahan pe they can lose the ball. None of our holding players, nobody in midfield, none of our defenders could stop Van der Ven. Man, that was just shit, dude. He ran through our home team without an attempt of a tackle. I'm trying to believe in him. Even though I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but I mean, yeah, we don't learn from our mistakes. Ugarte was shaky. Van der Ven ko easily jaane diya. Yeah, Ugarte was having, I don't know who's had a worse game, Ugarte, on paper, Bruno Fernandez. I would say Ugarte. Ugarte was our worst player on the pitch. The moment we consider goal, pata nahi itna pressure aa jata hai ki in players. Yeah, but look, you can say manager should be doing a better job. Manager can, on the touchline, rally the team on. Na? Manager can do more. The coaching staff can do more. But that being said, captain kya karta hai? Bruno Fernandez. That's the pressure has been on him, right? What is he going to do? Can you not turn the team up? Can you not say, let's go, let's be calm? Martinez was supposed to be pitbull, right? He's had a shit season, bro. Martinez had a shit season. Today, he did better in the second half, but then he put in two stupidly aggressive tackles. Second goal was conceded again because Martinez put a fucking half-line challenge again and lost his position. And again did the same thing when he got a yellow card eventually, right? Martinez ने बार ये किया है. Martinez ने same thing he did against 20 also. So Martinez again has made the same mistakes in back-to-back matches. I don't think Ten Hag will get sacked till October break, but it could be. Yeah, this loss is on Ten Hag for sure, 100%. Now I'm coming to that. I took my frustration out on the players, but now let's come to Eric Ten Hag. Buddy, what the fuck was that? You had two home matches. Two home matches against arguably one of your easier sides because you know how they play. And Tottenham, who were in doldrums themselves, who are a team you can attack against because they have a high line. You're playing them at Old Trafford with one more day of rest versus a team who played against fucking 10 men. And you look like the team was the Sunday Pop team who played against 8 men in the midweek game, which was yesterday apparently for them. Man, like I can't. Yeah, man. For I think Ten Hag guys, this Tottenham is a big one. We drew to them, lost to them last season 2-0 as well. How can we concede the same in two matches in a single play running through the entire? I agree with you. It's absolutely disgraceful. Ten Hag said he wanted our team to be the best transition team, and everyone in us is using the ball critically when opposition looks like the best in transition team. Because we don't know, our midfield does not know how to progress the ball. That is identifiable. This is what he wants his style of play to be, right? I think that is evident. कि उसको ये चाहिए. That is what his style of play is going to be. But yeah, man, we're not seeing that. All right. No wrong comments here today. Our destroyer doing nothing but our destroyer destroying himself. Our destroyer destroying his reputation. I'm not going to be too critical on him because he's 4 matches in, but our destroyer got destroyed. Our destroyer got destroyed. Our destroyer destroyed himself. Our destroyer self-sabotaged. If multiple players are making errors and not up to the players, yes, I agree with you, Suraj. Like I said, I want to take the thing out on the players, but you're all right. Players need to take responsibility also, but you are senior professional football players. Bruno Fernandez is a senior player. Delight is a senior player now. Yes, he's young on paper. Martinez is our senior player. Yes, he's young on paper. Onana, if he would have made mistakes today, it would have been on him. Dalot is a senior player. Mazraoui is a senior player. Rashford is a senior player, academy player who knows how much it means to be Tottenham at home, top 6 rival, top 4 rival. Rashford is a senior player. He has to take accountability for these things, right? Then I'm talking about, I'll tell you, I'm Ten Hag ka hi galti hai. I'm not taking the blame of Ten Hag. Don't worry. This is not a Ten Hag cop out. But your senior players turn up on big matches or no? There's nothing. Man, like, kya bole to bole kya. Unfortunately for him, we lost 2 other games which should have won. Yeah, this is the point now, but Sham, you have to beat FC20. You have to beat Crystal Palace. But if you don't beat those teams and you're not clinical enough, which our team is not clinical, you come and lose against fucking Tottenham. You'll go and lose against fucking Aston Villa next week. Yeah, writing is on the wall. I think that is what it is. I think the writing is on the wall. What was Dallo doing today? Dallo was not meant for the left, guys. I mean, Sunil ne argument kiya. Sunil is like, no, it's fine. Mazraoui can't play on the left. But it's not Dallo's fault either. Dallo's taking up responsibility and telling the manager, okay, I'll play on the left because nobody else can play there. You know, I'm not, bhai log, maine na 3 hafte mein nahi piya hai. But I think it's time. I'm too frustrated. I need to have a beer to cool down. My baby is sleeping in the next room. I'm going to have a fit, otherwise then I'm going to scream and he's going to wake up. I do not promote consumption of alcohol if you're under the age of 25, nor in life. Please don't take this as whatever. YouTube wants to ban this channel. In your third season, you can't beat teams like Villa, Newcastle, Brighton, Spurs, Chelsea, or competing for what we're competing like. What the fuck are we supposed to compete with? Yeah, you're right. I agree with you, Gray. Welcome back, Gray. It's been a while. Aapko dekha nahi hai. Welcome back. I hope you're good. I'm just scratching my head. I think till my hair falls, I'm going to keep scratching my head. I do see, guys, if you've logged into this stream at 12:30, hoping you'll see this fake outrage. I can't do that. It's not fake. This is my outrage. I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to be composed, but I'm also trying to tell you that the manager is an idiot. How can you not prepare for a match? 2 home matches in a row, yeah. Like before you play Porto away and Aston Villa away, as a manager, you have Crystal Palace away, FC20 at home on a Wednesday night, and then Tottenham on a Sunday at home. Though home matches, how can you not set the team up better? There are no injuries. There's no bullshit about injuries. There are no injuries. You had your mostly fit team available for this, right? There's no injuries apart from a left back which has been a problem since season start. How have you not? What is the coaching team responsibility? Is Van Nistelrooy not able to tell him, boss, this is bullshit? Or we are like, end of the day, it's again, you're going to say 6 Premier League game only, 2 matches in Europe. We've only played 8 matches, and 8 matches, the transition football is still not coming out because it's too soon. I agree with you, it's too soon. But then comes to Sham's point, right? Then you are supposed to get, as a manager, responsibility on you to make better substitutions when your team is not clinical, to get someone to score 1-0 and make you win 1-0. You have to then go take Crystal Palaces and beat them 1-0. You have to take FC20 and win 2-1 because your team is not ready for transition football and you could lose to Spurs and draw with Villa. You have to then go win against Crystal Palace. You have to go beat fucking FC20 at home, man. Yeah, like I said, Ashish, this is what I'm saying. Our strategy today was something I don't understand, but it is what it was. Our strategy was high line with transition football against the high line. But again, this is what I tell you. Ange Postecoglou's day one MO is been a high line football playing team. The team knows how to play that high line. We can't do high line. For that high line, we need to have players who are ready for the counter. Rashford is ready for the counter, in which we conceded the goal. जब से हमने वो goal concede किया ना, Rashford was off. The only player who looked like who wanted to counter was Garnacho. Xerxes was trying to help in transition, but that wasn't happening. तो किस पे आता है ये? Players are not composed. Players are not calm. On-field captain Bruno Fernandez, go to the players. Be a leader. Calm them down. Didn't do it. Ten Hag on the bench. Van Nistelrooy, coaches. We've got them from all over the world. Sacked up coaching staff. Steve McLaren to do better, right? What have you done to calm the team down? Nothing. You did nothing to calm the team down. You didn't. There was no messages being passed, being calm. It's okay. 1-0. We'll get this. Bruno was frustrated, throwing his arms around. Calm him down. That's your job. Nothing was done about that. I can tell you on one side where I believe in this world, guys. I'm repeating myself from the start. I can believe in this. Players are set up in the match. You concede a shitty goal in the 3rd minute. There was a time, and even under any match after Fergie, जब भी हमने यूरोप में भी, if you concede within the first 10 minutes now, you can come back and score because the team has scored too early. You get time to set up. You have 85 minutes to set up and re-get your, what is it called? Reconfigure your team. Jig it up again, thoda. take a sub out, do something. Nothing. They were like, we'll give it till halftime. Chalo, it's only 1-0, we'll give it at halftime. Although we're lucky it was 1-0 because Werner could have scored 2. If there was Son, it would have been a goal for sure. Brennan Johnson, who was at his shittiest start of the season, जहाँ पे his own fans have racially abused him 3 weeks back, is scoring and almost got a second one. Like, if as a coach and manager, you at the 30th minute mark, okay, after that also, you can't calm your team down and get the passes together. Why wait till halftime? Do something immediately, right? Fevin, I don't know, man. Like, okay, Fevin, I'll tell you this, yeah. You know me. To a fault, guys, like, I'm a United fan, you are United fans. आप लोग मुझे बोलोगे ना ETH out है, fuck you, whatever it is. I won't take it against any of you. हम सब fans है football club पे. We are all frustrated. In frustration, you all say what you all want to say. Keep it civil in the group chat. I can see a lot of abusing going on in the United group. Don't abuse each other. Everyone gets to have an opinion. Bro, I don't agree with ETH outers. I'm telling you all right now, frankly. And I'll tell you why. अगर जो ये Mourinho होता ना, I would have said like give him time. If it was Van Gaal, bro, when I was Van Gaal, I was saying give him time. Under Van Gaal, I saw something defensive, ugly football. Under Van Gaal, I saw a third season where we could do better in terms of taking a better style of football. I'm a traditionalist. Okay, I'm a traditionalist. I don't believe that Ten Hag is the answer. मैं believe करता हूँ कि Ten Hag को over 5 seasons, if you give a manager 5 seasons, he will by default law of averages will do well. Not Ten Hag is the savior. Anyone in place of Ten Hag. I am traditionalist. मुझे लगता है कि long, and yes, I go back to the Fergie time when Fergie could have got sacked. Proof is in the pudding in terms of you can say Ten Hag doesn't know how to play style of football in three years. I'm saying proof is in the pudding because I have seen this happen in my club historically when I wasn't even born. If I read about things back in the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, ये हुआ है. Right? Only because of that. Nothing about the manager's merits. Only because of that. And I'm a traditionalist. मैं बोलता हूँ कि I can't physically in me say manager out. I wasn't like that about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But आपको याद होगा there was an episode I did while Ole was in charge with a few people and people got angry with me that time. And in that episode I had said that as fans, eventually Ole Gunnar will not take us to the next level and we'll get frustrated, we'll get Ole Gunnar sacked. Because we are like that as fans and I'm in that. I wasn't Ole out either. But I'm not going to be like, oh, you guys in the comments said Ole out and all. I say that sometimes. But right now, I won't say it. Again, I don't think Ten Hag has done enough to keep his job. Only I'm telling you because अगर जो आपका टीम इतना गंदा खेलता है ना 15-20 मिनट में, be on the touchline and I want to see you screaming. Not for posturing or fake screaming. Do something. I didn't see that. I didn't see them telling the captain to do something. I didn't see it. Maybe if you all saw it, okay, I didn't see it. Yeah. So, Fevin, to your question, ETH out. Look, I can't physically say it, but Sunil and I spoke about this, right? उसको 1 साल का extension दिया था. Not 2 years, not 3 years, not what Glazers do. That they give you half-term contracts when you play 5 good games, 10 good games. It was given to tell him that, buddy, you are not going to be here. You're not going to be around here long term if you play shit football. So if अगर जो आप गंदा फुटबॉल खेलते हो ये season, you're going to be gone by November, December. Ineos had put the pressure from Ten Hag on day one. That if you're playing shit football this year, you'll be gone in November, December. And I think we're on track for that. So when fans are saying that if we let him go after the break, or we wait till November also, the season will be gone. No, season won't be gone. I guarantee you, season won't be gone. But I can tell you, apart from the fact that if he loses to Porto and Aston Villa, then he will be sacked by October, and he should be sacked by October. Only because I might be naive. मैं naive हूँ. मैं बोलता हूँ कि he can turn it around. But for him to be able to turn it around, the players have to believe in him. Right now, the players who believe in him are the 7-8 players who signed him. Casemiro is not one of them. Bruno Fernandez seems annoyed with the whole world. Rashford's not in form. Garnacho, Ahmad, Mino's injured. I'll come to those two later only. So whose backing does he have? Onana? Yes. Anthony? Yes. Mazraoui, Delight. Ugarte, poor guy, needs the backing of the fans. Guys, I'll tell you all one thing, sidetrack, don't turn on Ugarte yet. He had a shit game, but let's not turn on a player so soon. It was a collective team failure, but he was the worst player, but it was a team player, right? Yeah. Hansi, I know you're frustrated, Sarthak and Nishan, but Hansi like ghanta aane wala. He could have come to United before Barca went for him. Just saying. He didn't even apply for the job. Didn't want to be here. Didn't want to be part of this mess. And he's not going to leave Barcelona. He's taking them to a 7-game unbeaten run, 1 game lost, 4-2 player injuries and tired. He's not coming here. Begs to differ the question why I can't set it Ten Hag out, even though I'm very frustrated. Or Ten Hag ने कुछ घंटा कुछ नहीं किया. Nothing he's done to like make me calm today. Right? I am still on the long-term belief that we were playing good football in the first few matches. Not today, not against Liverpool, and that should worry me. The first half, your top 4 rivals, right? You have to be top 4. Liverpool is a top 4 rival. Tottenham is a top 4 rival. In 2 big matches at Old Trafford, you have lost 3-0 against the top 4 rivals. You couldn't beat them convincingly at all. You look shit from the first start. You were shit before the red card. It's not like that. We drew against Crystal Palace, but we could have lost 3-0. Okay, we showed promise, but what do you think about it? Was 6-0 beyond being bad. Correct. We showed promise, but that's what I'm saying. We've not been all that bad. But your 2 big matches against the top 4 rivals at home, you've lost. But yes, now I'll talk objectively. So now you guys might think I'm sympathizing with Ten Hag. I'm not. मेरे को लगता है कि we are just. I think Ten Hag is just lost. Like, bhai, I have this team. Everything looks so good in training. My players understand me. Me and Van Nistelrooy are having a freaking laugh. Ha ha he hoo hoo. Rene is coming. Whatever his name is, we are doing set pieces. Delight's got on set pieces. On paper, guys, things are improving. If you would have gone in 1-0 in the first half, I believe 100% without a shadow of a doubt, we would have not lost this match. We would have drawn this match. But for me, we could have only, I think, drawn this match. It would have still been very bad. Like, we should have been winning this match. I've said this for 2 weeks. You guys have watched all our lives. I kept telling Sunil, we cannot lose to Tottenham at home. No matter how bad we are, go ugly win 2-1. I said not 2. We are not going to keep a clean sheet. We're going to lose. We could concede the early goal. Come back to 1-3-1, but win ugly. But now I'll talk about the red card for a bit. If you joined in late, I'll come back to Ten Hag. No, I mean, this is all hindsight, right? This hindsight. We can't do that. Defense or attack or midfield control. I think our biggest problem is the fact that our attack. I would still say our attack. There have been enough matches in which we've done promising defensively. But our attack is fucking toothless in matches. They don't know how to finish. And they're young, so I will not be harsh on Ahmad. I will not be harsh on Garnacho, Xerxes, or even Højlund for that matter of fact. Højlund was thrown in the deep end last year. Young player, 70 million plus, Atlanta से लेके आए तुम लोग ने उसको ऐसे फेंक दिया into the team. But I would say Rashford could do better, man. I would say Bruno Fernandez, our captain, should do better. He's been on the stinker since March last year. Bruno should be doing better. So our attack has been terrible. That's what I feel. Beating is far off, but performance is crazy. Let's be real. No, I don't agree with this. I feel Spurs try to, in fact, come out more aggressively in the second half to try to take the game 7-8-0, which is why we got time to counter. They, in fact, went into full overdrive. But that's what I saw it as. The way he sets up defense, same goal we concede in every match. Correct. That's what I'm saying. Tactically, as a manager, that is up to you to correct it. Players can take responsibility, but man, like that. Yes, he was shit before the red card. I'm giving you the argument. He was shit before the red card. But going in 1-0 gives you some hope that someone can turn it around. Now I'm talking about the red card. It's not a clear red card. It wasn't a red card. Rival fans have told me this. Tottenham fans are like, obviously the red card. You guys are like, because you're a shit and blah, 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 blah. Go fuck yourself. Like, that's not a red card. Yes, he's stupid. He's a captain. Don't fucking put a leg out like that. His leg clumsily. Bro, there's people come in Venice. Bro, what should have been a red card? A clear-cut red card was Martinez against Crystal Palace. Clear-cut red card. The red card tha. I don't know how they didn't even consider that. Yellow card deke usko rehne diya because he touched the ball and he was far away from the player. In fact, that's a dangerous intent to cause damage, to cause hurt. There was a dangerous tackle by fucking Martinez. Bruno Fernandez has slipped. Okay. I have put this in the groups. Y'all are in the group. Some of you are in the groups on the WhatsApp group, right? Intent that he has slipped does not count in the VAR check. Okay. Clarity done. Serious foul play to cause injury. His foot has fucking gone sideways. I mean, you can't see my feet. I don't even know what I'm trying to tell you, man. But his foot has gone like this, sideways. He's flicked him on the fucking shin pad. Come on, bro. If that's a red card, bro, like, God, come on. Like, seriously. Last season, right? And season before that, Casemiro put his foot over the ball, took a player out, red card. Curtis Jones, foot over the ball, took a Tottenham player, red card. Both are not red cards. They touched the ball first. Letter of the law. with serious foul play also, they won the ball clearly and the foot is bounced off it. Then they're like, oh, because you're not in control of yourself, which is why foot bounces off the ball. No, the fucking foot bounces off the ball if you're at the top of the ball. That's what subjectivity is. That is why you have VA fucking R. Bro, how is that a red card? But that being said, Bruno Fernandez is frustrated. He shouldn't have gone for a lunge in like that. It's not a lunge. He slipped and his foot flicked out. A lunge is going straight like that, straight up. Studs up is this, hitting him below the knee like this. He was sideways with his fucking stud, man. Like, come on, man. English refs have become shit. They're fucking garbage. No, I would not take him out of captaincy. Yes, but he's been in terrible form since March last year. But there's not one player in this team worthy of being a captain right now. Not one. Not Martinez. Martinez has been shit in this season. I think because he's playing through pain. मुझे लगता है we're going to have a issue with Martinez in a couple of matches after the break because Martinez looks to me like a player who's playing on like first gear. He can't get out of first gear in some matches. He looks like he's playing through injury, and I am not making an excuse because he seems like he's slow. He's not able to react fast enough. When he's switching off his legs in some instances in the box 20, he was quickly there. In some, it's like he's not able to get his legs to move fast enough, which means he's having some injury because, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Pramod, if you just joined in, I don't say I back Ten Hag. I just said I'm a very traditionalist person and I physically can't tell you take a manager out. And there's no one right now capable to come and take his position. But what I will tell you, Pramod, is very simple. People who are saying get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back. Please shut the fuck up again. I was lucky enough to meet Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at ITC this year. And I was told him, thank you for having us. And it was very sad the way you went. Agar jo we did not get Van Nistelrooy, I would have said, yes, get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back. Right now, fair enough. I would have said that. Ineos, हम लोग बोलते ना, Glazers are a fucking reactive management. They don't know what they're doing. They're doing fan appeasement. If Ineos get Ole Gunnar in right now, it is fan appeasement. They have clearly poached and got Van Nistelrooy to clearly take over from Ten Hag if things go wrong. Plan is very clear. If you're sacking Ten Hag, don't look outside. Van Nistelrooy, for whatever it is, let's see what he can do. He has minimal management experience, I know that. But this is Ineos' plan. So if you're going to get an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you're throwing your plan into the doldrums. Then I'm going to treat you the same as Glazers. Don't be reactive. Sack Ten Hag. Sack Ten Hag. Okay, sack Ten Hag. But then there's Van Nistelrooy there. You have a plan, na? Stick to your plan. Show us what your plan was. Yes, you can sign the players. Yes, you can't sign certain players because हमारा FFP का issue है, PSR का issue है. You have all of these issues, right? So you can't sign more players. You are limited. You set up the backroom staff. Ineos has done a lot. They're doing a lot off the field. It's only been half a year. Full props. But what is your plan then? Getting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in for me right now would be fan appeasement, would not be long-term plan. And I want long-term fucking plans. I do not want short-term fixes anymore. I don't want Falcaos. I don't want number 9s who are going to come in for 1 year and they go away, right? That's why you didn't. Ineos said what? We're not going to make those signings. One year, one-term signings, right? We're going to create our own players. We'll sign young players. Then do that. If you're showing patience with Ten Hag, I'm a traditionalist guy. I will fucking just back the manager, but I'm not blind. Like I'm telling you again clearly, you're going to come and take this out of context later on by listening to only half of it. It's up to you. I am genuinely little confused by Ten Hag. I've had little more faith in Mourinho. I had more faith in Louis van Gaal and wanted to back them more blindly than I wanted to back Ten Hag right now. But I'm a traditionalist fan. If Ineos tell me that they think that something is happening and they want to give him till November, I'll be like, okay. But in my opinion, I don't think he lasts till November also. I think he will get the sack because the team going this way. Porto also has had a shit season, by the way. Well, not shit, but average season. If you go Porto away and you don't win, and then you have to go to Aston Villa away. By the way, Aston Villa today, away from home, Aston Villa drew to Ipswich. Aston Villa also there for the taking. They had the weaknesses. But the way we are playing, we won't even do that. Right? Yeah, Karthik, but I discussed this multiple times. The 1 year extension was given to him to put fire under his ass and tell him, because you're only getting 1 year, that means either by December you get things right or you're gone. 1 year extension wasn't given to him that he can play shit football till June, May next year. Agar he keeps playing this way in the next 4 or 5 matches, or maybe he could be gone tomorrow morning. But if he continues to play this way in 3 matches, I think he'll be gone in November only. 1 year was given to him because Ineos were like, okay, if this guy is actually telling us, okay, you know what, I have had injuries, I have can't play my style of football because I have injuries. Ineos are like, you know what, बंदे में बात है, FA Cup जीता है. We've spoken to other managers though because we still feel like he might not be there for the job, but he's our plan B. But now, what if he actually takes the team we give him, non-injuries, and plays good football with them? Then we have to give him a bumper deal next year. Instead, let us give him a deal on the same value for 1 more year. Compensation-wise, you will not lose much if you sack him anyway. You will not lose that much more in compensation to him. It's a prudent business deal, a very anti-Glazer-like smart deal. Because you've given him 1 more year does not mean कि उसको free rein दे दो जून तक कि तू गंदा खेलते रहे, you finish 10th. No. It is to basically guarantee कि if he's actually the manager they thought he would be on paper, you don't overpay to extend his contract at the end of the year. If he plays this way, Karthik, he'll be gone. He'll be gone in November. I mean, I don't know. If so many players bad, then definitely a problem with the coaching. Ten Hag is not on the backing of the management and the fan base, but now it's high time. Yes, I do believe this summer he's got decent backing. Agar jo, yes, he could have dealt with a left back cover, but yeah, he's got enough backing irrespective of that. With Ugarte, Delight. When I always said Delight, by the way, although if we get our targets, and I said I don't believe in Delight too much because he's a bad player, because he's had bad luck, and I believe there's too much pressure on him. But I do think Delight's a good player. But I believe that उसके ऊपर इतना pressure आता कि that's what's happening. While he's good, he's also playing very high. And he got caught out against Netherlands, he got caught out today. But I don't think he's a bad player. But you've got Delight, you've got Martinez before that. Okay, let's forget everybody. This window, you got Mazraoui, Delight, Ugarte. Okay, Ugarte has only got 3 games to settle in. You got Xerxes. Xerxes is actually, bro, I know Xerxes, I feel unlucky. He's actually playing good football, just not getting the goals. He's good in transition. He's good in first touch. He's linking up. But today he was poor. Today he didn't do a good job. But yes, to your question, by the way, yes, I'm sorry. I think it was Mayank. I went down. Yeah, coaching comes to end of it. If you're getting your players, how can you not coach them? But Poch turned it around last season, had Chelsea sacked him midway. Difference is, Karthik, that Poch turned it around. He still had a squad of 30 players last year to do something with it. His injuries were to Reece James. His injuries were to his main striker Nkuku, and his injuries were to Ben Chilwell. Last season, very important players. So he took a while with a squad of 30 plus players to do it. Karthik, the question I think everybody else is asking is ki, I disagree. Tottenham is not playing killer football. Tottenham played highland football. Tottenham only played this way. We had to play better. Tottenham has been struggling in the start of the season. Okay, if this was a catalyst for them that they'll go play good football now, sure. But I don't believe today they played good football. Yes, they destroyed United at Old Trafford. Yes, but I don't think in general they played good football this season so far. Today, yes, today beyond a doubt they played very good football. They need to stick in and just win. I don't know. I agree with you all. Look, the argument is it's 8 games. Can we lose patience in 8 games? I mean, I just feel on the back of 3, the way we played in the first half, but it was 1-0. It wasn't 3-0 in the first half. We could have done more. We should have done more. But coming to the Bruno Fernandez red card, finally, we keep going back to Ten Hag. Guys, Bruno red card. I want to receive all your comments now. Bruno red card or no? I don't think it was a red card. I have given my say about this. What do you guys think? It's not a red card. It was stupid. The captain shouldn't do it. He should have kept his head. He will be petulant, but it's not a red card. And just because you're angry with Bruno Fernandez because he's been shit for 5 months, doesn't mean you're like, yeah, fuck it, he deserves a red card, fuck him. No, that's not how it works. It doesn't work that way. We want VAR to be subjective, but as fans, we can't be subjective and keep 2 things apart. But that's my opinion. Look, I know you're all frustrated. I'm frustrated too. I am waiting for comments, guys. What about Bruno Fernandez? Red card or no? I don't think it was a red card. I'm 50-50, man. 50-50. It was there. He was late. He went side foot. Not a red card for me. I agree with you, Pradyuman. I think we could have tried this. Mazraoui, but looks too good on the right. Mazraoui looks so good on the right. Dallo, who's been very improved last year under Ten Hag, has not looked this good on the right. I think that's what the problem is. But yeah, again, that comes down to the coaching decision, and it's not worked, so it's the coach's fault. I agree with you there. Pradyuman, you're right. Not a red card, but a blessing in disguise. What about the penalty shout? I saw it on paper. I can understand why VAR didn't give it because its benefit of the doubt went to the referee because it wasn't a clear, obvious error. It looked like it grazed off the jersey, so it looked like it took the hand, just about took the below the shoulder and went onto the hand. Not a red card. No clear and obvious on-field error. VAR should have overturned. Mazraoui is really no joke. Yeah, he's good, no joke. Bruno red card again is a blessing in disguise. I don't know, man. Very stupid of Bruno to take the feet out of slipping, gave the ref an opportunity to take an action. Again, Akshay, I agree with you. Petulance is why fans are angry with him, but don't take out your anger on the fact that it was a clear and obvious red card. Clearly wasn't a clear and obvious red card. Honestly, at this rate, I would appeal the red card. Even if we get one more match added ban to this, bro, it won't matter, right? It really won't matter. But you know what I'll tell you is sad. Finally, if Bruno's not available for whatever reason, it would be a great time to start Mount over there. It would have been a great start to fucking play Mainu over there. It would be a great chance to fucking play Mainu or Mount there, and they both injured. Bro, this is what this club does. It doesn't like it hits you like a, it's not like a one-off bad one. It's a 1-2 fucking finish and then fucking Zombieland double tap on you. It's Zombieland double tap and like a 1-2 finish, like fully finishes you up, right? 2 injuries, a red card. 3 players who could have played in the hole are all gone. Now, what? We play Xerxes in the hole? Ericsson again, Ericsson in the hole, and Ugarte and Casemiro midweek. On paper, guys, look, all is not lost there. We can rock up to Porto with Ahmad Garnacho, Ericsson, or Xerxes, Hoyland on top, Casemiro, Ugarte, and a defense fit. And we can get a result because, again, that starting 11, guys, is good enough to get a result even against Porto away. But man, like, yeah. समझ नहीं आता this team without any signing of the same manner dominates and beats Mang, but then the players are shit football. This is my problem. I don't understand. Like, is it the fucking players? Is it the manager? Yes, it's the manager because of coaching. आज के game पे your coaching was off from the start. Your tactics were fucking, I don't know what it was. Okay, your tactics were highline versus highline. Change it. It didn't work. 30 minutes, change it. Try to take momentum for the last 15 minutes of the first half in your favor. Claw back into the match. Don't wait to halftime. Nothing. No change. If you use a concussion sub, Sham, if you use a concussion sub, the rules state that if there is a doubt about concussion, then he won't be available for 1 week. That means he won't be able to play against Aston Villa. I don't know if that means he can play UEFA, so he can play against he can play in Europa, but I think he won't be available for the next Premier League match. If someone can check the rule for me, please let me know. I think it's a mixture of everything. It's a mentality issue. It's players just don't have the winning mentality in them. They have not won too much amongst them. Casemiro aside, manager looks clueless. Coaching staff looks clueless. But still, man, the manager and the coaching staff, you can't be like this. क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग? You can't not arrest a problem in the first half against a top 4 team at home. Show your urgency. Probably Bruno doesn't get a red card or doesn't put himself in that position only if we try to get momentum back, right? We didn't do anything tactically to try to win the match in our favor in the first half. Are you waiting to let it be 1-0 and go in for halftime talk? Where is the urgency to do something? I don't know, dude. I don't know, Nikesh, when you started watching, but we've had a few bad managers in the past. But I mean, yeah, I have not seen them because I have seen Sir Alex Ferguson onwards. But historically, if you read, we've had terrible managers also. I think in my time, our time, I don't know when you started watching, I now feel for David Moyes, man. I think David Moyes could have done a better job at this rate. But again, this is frustration. It's all hypothetical ifs and buts and duts and fucks and whatever. Cheers to everyone having a shit time. I'm having my first sip finally. I don't know. Maresca ko dekho. Yeah, too early. And look, I tell you the difference there. Maresca has got 6 attacking players for which he can get on 6 more attacking players. By that sound logic, we've let go of a lot of deadwood this year and we've not got all out of replacements in place. Not making an excuse. I'm telling you that if you're praising Maresca, which I think fair enough to praise him, he's done a good job to start of the season. Look at it for pound. Chelsea have signed 15, 20 players. United have signed 6 players and lost 15 players. Yes, although they were not good on quality, there is no squad depth left. Sancho issue aside. We don't have a Suraj. There is no replacement. There's no replacement in the market right now. There's no replacement. And please, in the chat, no one tell me Zinedine Zidane. You can't be serious about United if you're telling me Zinedine Zidane is going to come and take over this mess. Impossible. For me, which beer, by the way? I don't know if I can talk about this on camera. I think YouTube is very strict about talking about these things, but it is related to the disease that we all faced 4 years back in lockdown. I hope that's enough of an answer for that. Chelsea has spent quadruple the money and given player 8-year contracts. Again, not an excuse. Maresca still doing a good job with the 25 players has been given, for sure. Good attacking football, but they've got attacking players to do it. We don't. But again, Ten Hag has got his players to try to be more clinical, to try to win against Crystal Palace 1-0, to try to fucking win against 22-1, to do more from what we have at least, and not let those 2 matches go. If we would have won those 2 matches, guys, and lost to Tottenham, we would have been like, okay, let's give him 2 more matches. Let's give him to November. We've beat Southampton, we beat Barnsley, we've drawn to Palace, drawn to 20 and lost. This is our 3rd loss of the season, 3rd loss in the Premier League. We've lost to Brighton, top 6 opponent, Tottenham, Liverpool, top 4 opponents. Doesn't look good. That's the problem. I'll come to the title race after this. Anything else you want to ask me? I'll talk about Ten Hag more right now. Look, I've tried to be cool and calm for the last hour before I came on live. I'm not delusional. Our points table is embarrassing. Yes, Joshua, thank you. You said it for me. I was trying to pull this up. I'll do it right now. Oh, fuck off, man. Ads. Yeah. This makes for a terrible read. Your top 4 opponents. We believe Man City, Arsenal will be 1-2, Liverpool will be 3rd. So your top 4 opponents are Chelsea, Villa, Newcastle, Tottenham. Losing Tottenham today is a 6-point swing, right? Brighton, who will be top 6 opponent. Brentford, who's 9-10 opponent. We are on 7. Liverpool are on 15. Chelsea are 13. We're on 7. All is not lost. We are 6 points behind 4th. Okay? I'm not saying Ten Hag. I'm saying in general, whoever it is. 6 points behind top 4. We've done comeback from worse under Ole to take top 4, come back from worse. In Ten Hag also, we turned around after the international. If you remember, Ten Hag's first season, World Cup ke baad, we turned it around, went on a run, and we got into top 4 when we were playing very badly. Right? We've done it. So we gave Ten Hag, obviously we're not going to sack Ten Hag in his first season when we started off poorly, right? But it is, so don't be like, we cannot finish top 4 right now. We can't finish top 4. So shut the fuck up for a bit and calm down. But the problem is that we have lost to this team at home. And we couldn't draw to this team also to help us come in here at home. Problem is, if you were away matches and you got draws, okay, fine, whatever. At home, we didn't set up better. At home, we were so poor against Tottenham. We were so tactically poor. We were so inept. We were so mute on the bench. Management wasn't talking shit to the players. Bruno was so mute, there was only frustration. Martinez looked fucking lost. Delight looked lost. Where is the salvaging point? We play Brentford after the break. We play Villa, who are 5th because they drew today, but they are tied on points with Chelsea in 4th. If we lose to Villa as well, Villa go 1 points. Then we go 9 points behind top 4. So problem for me is very simple. Give him Porto and give him Villa. I'll give you my honest opinion. Give him Porto and give him Villa. If he loses both, sack him in October itself. Don't wait till November. But yeah, I think the writing will be on the wall if we lose the next 2 matches. But yeah, pressure is on him. He somehow put it out of the bag before. When we had to beat City in the FA Cup, he won and got a contract extension. As a manager, when he's completely backed against the wall, he's won those 2 matches. I would say give him those 2 matches. Let him win those 2 matches, Porto away and Villa away. Tough matches on paper. If he wins those two, we're around the top 4 hunt. Let's see what happens after the break against Brentford and West Ham. Chelsea, 3rd November, right? Chelsea comes around. Give him till then and sack him. If he doesn't do better, Chelsea sack him then. But that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think realistically, if you have to ask my realistic opinion, I think we will give him these 2 matches. I think Ineos will be like 2 more matches, buddy. This is what it is. We'll give you Porto, we'll give you Aston Villa. And if we lose these, you're out in the you will be out. I think they will take the international break to chuck him out. They will let Van Nistelrooy take over. They will leave the backroom staff. If we win against Porto and Villa, but then we come back from the break and again we're shit against Brentford, shit against West Ham and Chelsea, then I do believe he'll go after Chelsea. I think that's all he's got. And that's all he should get, is a difference of opinion. I don't back the manager blindly. I'm not an apologist. I'm a traditionalist, sadly, and I'm finding it how to shake it out of me. Maybe I am old style of football. I'm an old thinker. You could say I'm wrong, and in chat, if you tell me I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. You have your opinion, I have mine. Again, I'll repeat. If he beats Porto, he beats Villa, he stays. He loses to them or draws to them, he'll be gone. Coming back from the break, if we've beaten Porto somehow, we've beaten Villa somehow, come back from the break, lose to Brentford, draw to Villa, lose to Chelsea, he'll be gone, I think, 3rd November afterwards anyway, if he loses those games. One, defense looks stable until this game. I don't know what the actual problem. I don't think changing coach will improve us massively. I agree with you. 1 minute motivation. As of now, changing the coach won't do shit, because the long-term plan of Ineos is to give Ten Hag time till December before the shitty performances. And if not, they've gotten Van Nistelrooy, who can be the caretaker manager till the long-term plan comes into place. Or if he's able to adapt tactically with this team, a Dutch style of footballing play, which they think Van Nistelrooy can do, which is why he's there. Isliye Van Nistelrooy hai. So if Van Nistelrooy can't do it, then they'll have a long-term plan. But if you are to tell me right now as a fan, out of sentiment, I love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If Ole Gunnar comes in, if they sack him, I'll be like, what happened to your long-term plan, Ineos? Ineos said, we'll do things differently. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer clearly can't be a long-term plan. Although I love the guy. And man, I think he should get a chance. We are not winning next 2 games. I just don't see it happening. Is Ten Hag better than Mourinho and Solskjaer? I don't think so. No, I don't think Ten Hag is better than Mourinho. And I think, yeah, I don't think it's better than Solskjaer at all, the way we were trying to play under Solskjaer. I think Mourinho jo try kar raha tha, Ten Hag is trying similar things, but going way worse. Mourinho, because he was a way more experienced manager, got ugly wins, even though we weren't playing well. I think वही हो रहा है ना भाई लोग. Mourinho got these ugly wins and kept us around, right? I think Ten Hag doesn't know how to win ugly. Ten Hag doesn't know how to turn those draws into wins. Ugly 2-1s, 1-0s. I think Ten Hag can't do that. That's why it's hurting him. Mourinho also had really bad plays, and we had those. And you guys all remember that we had this stupid run of games under Ten Hag and under Mourinho. They were just drawing matches. They could at least draw. I think under Ten Hag, we don't know how to turn those draws into wins, and those draws become losses. Brighton game, 101, right? How was the reaction at 3 Wise tonight? I wasn't at 3 Wise, Akshay. Sorry. I wasn't at 3 Wise Monkeys today. I had unfortunately had something else going on, which is why I joined late as well. Yeah, but I was in disbelief when I was watching the match. भैया manager का गलती है, लेकिन players भी. I already said that, Ankit. I agree with you. Players सब कुछ respond भी होता है कि नहीं यार. Players will again come under Van Nistelrooy. Yeah, we finished top 4. Woo. Next season, Van Nistelrooy is in charge. 3 games he lose. First 3 games. I mean, at a certain point, player mentality is a problem. हाँ, जो हमारे पुराने players है, a lot of them are gone. Lingard, Pogba, Downing tools, all the complaints we had against them. Martial, no injuries. Fred, we didn't want him around. McTominay, plan B, very poor, right? So then we have a new crop of players here right now. I can't believe that Martinez suddenly loses mentality already. Dalot's lost mentality already from last season. Bruno's lost his mentality overall suddenly. You can be in bad run of form, but as a player, as a captain, Bruno Fernandez has to do better, right? That's a criticism. We're criticizing Bruno Fernandez. We'll all love him. I love Bruno Fernandez. He's the best signing after Ferguson. when you're not playing well, now you're captain. At least marshal the troops. Be shit. Marshal the troops. He fucking pulls the whole team down instead, man. That's what happens. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, I'll conclude this again by saying the same point again and again. I am not Ten Hag out, but this is what I think Ten Hag is going to happen. And I'll tell you why I'm not Ten Hag out. Again, I'm repeating this for the 75th time. I don't think he's given enough reasons to not get sacked. But there is a footballing plan Ineos want to play, and they're going to give him that time. लेकिन अगर जो हम हार गए नेक्स्ट 2 मैचेस तो चला जाएगा अक्टूबर में, जीत गए तो उसको और 3-4 गेम देंगे नवंबर तक, वो हार गया तो चला जाएगा. आई थिंक टेना के साथ they're going to take it 3 games at a time. It's a short term plan in which the long term replacement in their mind for one season is already there. Caretaker manager Managerial is there, so they're not going to go out looking for Ole Gunnar. They're not going to go out looking for Zinedine Zidane or Tuchel again, right? This is what the plan is. If Ten Hag loses against Porto and fucking Aston Villa away, I think that is that. But again, coming to today, Ten Hag, man, I've tried to back you, but today was just garbage. Today was just bad. Highline versus Highline. Okay, I can again say what the players doing. Apart from Highline versus Highline, Spurs had the better of the match than us. Onana made some good saves, kept us in the match, but that's what a good goalkeeper does when a team is playing poorly. When your centre backs are there, good centre backs, good world playing centre backs, world beating centre backs, or good centre backs, good keepers, they keep you in the game, right? And you hopefully come out in the second half and you play better. But as a manager, man, after the first 30 minutes, nothing, so poor. As players, again, how have you led Van? I'm going to get traumatized, bro. I'm going to get traumatized in the next match. I'm just going to be like I think the next match, Porto goalkeeper will come run through from the back at the rate we're going, man. I think Martinez in Aston Villa and Martinez anyway likes to taunt us. Martinez fucking from goal will come and try to score against us. The way he was so exposed. How? No coaching can take that away. This is not poor coaching. This is poor player management. This you not basically started the game right. You've not started the game right. Letting a guy run through you, man. I feel bad for Mount today. He was hunger in the game, but unlucky. Yeah, Mount looked good, man. Mount looked like he was running. Mount looked like he's trying to win the ball. Mount looks like he's trying something. Mount looks like he loves the club. Mount looks like he's trying for the badge, but it's not working out. Yeah, Ineos is not brought ETH, but Ineos is the team who plans long term. Ineos is a team which is very tactical. So our point, GK, is that Ineos is going to be, hey, हम लोग के पास 10 प्लान भी था, टूचेल नहीं है, हमने इंटरव्यू किया, हमने इनियोस को 1 साल एक्सटेंशन दिया, इनियोस ने 10 को 1 साल एक्सटेंशन दिया है, क्लियरली विद द मोटिव कि भाई लेकिन तू दिसंबर तक अच्छा नहीं करे तो निकाल देगा. एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली वी लॉस्ट 2 big matches already. So what I'm saying is, yes, Ineos का signing नहीं है 10, but Ineos is a person, entity with Dan Ashford, Berarda, Wilcox. They have a plan. They won't suddenly rip up the plan and be like, fucking fans are saying ETH out, ETH out. Ineos is not fucking Glazers. They're not doing for social media reach. But yes, Ineos is also going to be more ruthless than Glazers are going to be, or they have ever been, right? Glazers only sacked when the fans were baying for blood, when it was affecting the bottom line, when the United stock was falling. Ineos will sack when they're like, okay, our expectations are here. Ten Hag, what are you doing? We're giving you 3 more games, we're giving you 2 more games. This is what our backup plan is, this is what is in place. That is what it is. That is where it is going to be. Yeah, that's the joke, GK. I purposely stopped it at Brentford. We're below Brentford. We've dropped a level even there. So yeah, 7 points below Brentford in the table. And we play Aston Villa, who are 5th next in the Premier League, and then Brentford after the break. Yeah, but that is that, guys. I don't want to vent anymore. It is 1:15 in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to get sleep also. But I think we're going in circles. I think Ten Hag is on very, very thin ice. He has not done himself any favor today with the way he's set up. He's upset me a lot. He's lost a lot of my backing today. I have still 10% faith in him, but he's lost a lot of my backing by setting up this way and not changing things up. And okay, the players let him down, but then change it up, na. Instill confidence, do something. Half the team is your player, they are your signings. They'll get you, na, if you talk from a touchline. You didn't do enough for me, so no. We're not going to get relegated, guys. Don't, like, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि don't go out of context. I know you're frustrated and you're right to be frustrated. We're not going to get relegated. We're not going to go there. Yeah, but we're going to have a shit season if we keep playing this way, and he will get sacked maybe too late. Yes, Daryl, I agree with you. I agree with you completely, which is why I'm saying I'm a traditionalist. I would have stuck by David Moyes at this rate also, but people have then said that people like me are the reason why United are down because I've set low expectations. No, I'm not saying my expectation is low. I'm saying we should minimum still finish top four. My standards are not low. I'm still saying we should finish top four. And if Ten Hag doesn't finish top four, even if we go on a good run from here and we finish fifth, I would say sack Ten Hag because that's not part of the plan. But yeah, this is what a transition season is. But again, Daryl, today he's done no favors. Today we've not played even good football. Uh, I'm not saying we should get David Moyes. It's just, yeah, it was being very sarcastic. Thank you for understanding that. Today he didn't do any favors, boss Daryl. He didn't do no favors today. What was the idea? Highline versus Highline. What did you do anyway? We're going in repeat. We are tired. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. Ten Hag, I think you have 2 games, or he could just be sacked when you wake up tomorrow morning, and I'll be doing another stream 6 hours from now. I don't know, but I think Ten Hag has 2 games to save his job, and I don't think he'll get more time beyond that. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all joining in this late in the night, being frustrated. I hope you all got a chance to vent. I hope I picked up as many comments as I could. I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm going to finish my beer now. If you're still watching in, leave a like on this video. If you didn't leave a like or not, it's okay. And subscribe to our channel. We will be back tomorrow to review the game properly again with Sunil. And I think by the way the match has gone, I don't think we'll be doing our rival episode with Jani Dushman tomorrow night. I think we're doing on Tuesday night. So stay tuned for that Tuesday night. We'll be with rival fans. Even there'll be a heated debate, discussion, red card, and everything. But man, Ten Hag, please, 2 matches, just at least play good football, even if you're going to get sacked. Like, just for the sake of it, man, just do something. Chalo, guys, good night. I don't know if it's good night also. I mean, I'm sorry, it's going to be a shit night, shitty fucking nightmares. Bye bye.